Hi, this is Mauvu doing your feedback. If you have any questions, ping me in your thread. Okay. Not like the actual run, but if this is RSG, I'm wondering why we're playing this seat to begin with. Like, if our best opportunity for a lava pool is this, you can probably just reset it after looking around. It's kind of hard to tell. It looks like there was a ruined portal involved, so maybe you're playing for. I don't really know, but that's not good lava pool terrain. That's what I'm trying to say. Um, so this mapless, I'd recommend resetting with chunk borders on if it's not too bad for your spike. And once you get your first like general direction scan, you want to use thin macro to be able to like pinpoint precision, like find the exact chunk boundary, which causes the spike to load in, which lets you find it with much less scans here. Be able to like commit to going to 99 in this chunk much sooner, which would save a little time. So you might not be comfortable with Iron Sword in the Blaze fight, but I'd recommend learning it because I mean it's just a time save on seats where you have an Iron Axe, and then on this seat especially, you don't have a guaranteed Iron Axe, so and you might not get one out of the Bastion, right? So you'll be in the Blaze, you'll be in the Blaze fight, and your Gold Axe might break, which is always a problem. And like, I mean, not even like the Gold Axe breaking, just like Iron Sword is better for killing Blazes as long as you're not at risk of like doing too much knockback to the point where you can't kill them. That's the only point where a Gold Axe is really better than an Iron Sword. It's like, sure, it goes into your hotbar and clutters it up for like a little bit, but you, just watch this. Yeah, so you'll see most like top runners on TNT BTs before they start all their crafting, they'll remove everything that's not going to be used. So like you would punch the 2 logs, and then before you craft your crafting table and sticks, you would open inventory, shift click out your fish, sand, and then if you'd taken it, the iron sword as well. And then you would go craft your planks, crafting table, sticks, and then you do all the crafting here. It's just really nice for overall like consistent inventory management. Like a small minor time save here. So this is all fine, right? This is just crafting. And then you mine 3 logs. What you can do here, if you'd had the like free, like couple free extra slots in your hotbar, you'd have the logs on your hotbar. You could open your crafting table, craft 12 planks, boat doors, mine the crafting table, go to your other trees that you want to mine for like extra blocks, and leave the island after that. And what that means is there's not going to be this part where you backtrack towards your crafting table, which like it's literally like half a second, right? But it's still like a half second that you can save without too much effort. And yeah, well on here, because you like double backtrack to go back for these trees, it's like a lot more than half a second, but pretty much every time just mining your first tree to make boat and doors, and then mining your crafting table and getting a second tree is pretty much always faster. Let me just look at kind of just tunnel visioning the kelp, which is, I'm not the most experienced person to say this because I'm on like an extended break from RSG, but I imagine there's better ways to play for consistency here. I'm a little bit washed is what I'm trying to say, but just full sending the first bit of kelp you see is maybe not ideal. Like maybe just have a quick look around for like something closer and like more up, because the closer something is, the like better view you have of it, so the better ability you'll have to determine if it's real or not. So one thing I like doing here is offhanding bucket before you, it's like after you pick up the boat and then before you start picking up gravel, so that the gravel will go into the bucket slot. And then, because if you like don't get flint, when you like finish your portal, you put your bucket back into its normal slot, your gravel's going to be already, it's going to go straight into your offhand, so you'll be able to start grinding the gravel like optimally, like immediately. A little bit late to get out of the boat, but that's fine. This gravel mining is kind of optimal, but it could have been better, because generally you want to mine the gravel that's directly between where you are and where you want to start swimming down, which is this like block here. So you'd want to mine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gravel, these 5 gravel, which are like on the direct path. The reason for that is so that if one of them drops flint, you're not going to have to swim out of the way to pick it up. So it's like overlapping the movement to grab the flint and going towards your magma portal location. And yeah, so I mean the portal was clean. One thing I would say is, if you're not going to sort your hotbar on the island, which I do recommend, sorting it in the magma column is also good. And like especially here, you'd probably want to leave gold on, and then you would take the cod out of your hotbar and then like craft your flint and steel while you're inside this magma column, so you're getting you're still like getting pulled down towards the bottom of the magma ravine. And yeah, I recommend crafting the flint and steel like in the magma column. You just open inventory, tab space, and then click the flint and steel. Or if you don't have the flint yet in the magma column, you just open inventory, tab space, and then you exit inventory. Because book crafting flint and steel is just less inputs. Having the book open is nice for the rest of the run, like making iron axe in the bastion, making a bed in the bastion. It's just really nice. Like, highly recommend it. I don't think we've changed our pie chart yet, which is something you want to do in the portal animation. Something else you want to do here is when you do a 2x1 on a potential L-shape spot, when you're in the portal animation, you want to mine out one of the sides so that you have like easy access to leave the portal if you had to home portal, right? So like if you home portal here, you're going to be stuck inside this 2x1 like portal. But if while you were in this like 4-second animation, you'd mined that magma block and the plank above it, you have enough time to you have enough time to mine that magma block, the plank above it, that the cobblestone, and the lava bucket. Pick up a lava bucket. You do have enough time to do all that. And what it means is that if you home portal, you're able to just leave the portal instantly. And when you come back to the home portal as well, it's not like you've had to break it and then it gets flooded with water, which is like the real like time save of doing it like this. I'd recommend using thin macro. Like, you don't have to rely on cursor spawn RNG to like settings change to Eero. Like, that's why I'd say like use thin macro even in RSG. Like the RTA time save doesn't matter, but not dealing with cursor spawn RNG is always good. And thin macro is generally as good as 30 FOV for finding far bastions, and it's quite superior when you're trying to find a relatively close bastion, because it captures like high up and low down entities all at the same time. So like regardless if it's like a bridge bastion where a lot of the entities are high, or if it's like a stables where a lot are low, it's going to find the direction every time. Right, so let me just rewatch some of this. Yeah, another thing, even though like it's not ranked, you should probably still F3C home portal as like a muscle memory thing. It doesn't cost any time and it's still useful. Okay, so we see the fortress, we see the bastion, and we see these endermen. Like, the only play I'm not thinking of going to the fortress. The only thing I'd be thinking of is killing an enderman and getting a pearl hang from like down this ledge up to here. And like, I mean, taking iron sword is really good for killing endermen. It's like a niche use of it. Are we killing an enderman? Okay, yeah, that's just like a flat misplay. Being aware of getting pearl hangs towards the fortress is pretty uncommon, especially like wastes enderman. But it saves like a lot of time. Like killing the enderman is like 8-9 seconds, and this pearl hang would save, guess maybe like 25, 20. Unless if it's awkward leaving the bastion, that's when it saves like huge amounts of time, because you finish trades and you just unhang the pearl and you're like right next to the fortress. It's like you spent that 10 seconds killing the enderman to basically turn the seed into a bastion, right? It's pretty much how I think about it. You could consider gold pickaxe here, but yeah, just gold pickaxe. Just like be aware of what resources you have. This boat clutch is like extremely sketch because the boat's hitbox is larger than one block, so you have to like place it in like this small corner of a block that's got 2 blocks like blocking the side here. I mean, you make the jump anyway, but I'll try and like point out, like jumping onto something like this with a boat is a lot easier because all you have to do is aim at the edge, the top edge of the block that's closest to you, right? Which is like, it's a lot more to aim for. You're just aiming for a line of the block instead of like a specific corner. Okay, housing. This is good. So around this part that you just jumped over, that like little 2x3 bit of black stone that's always there, like this, you want to punch a piglin there, preferably a crossbow guy, but just any piglin will do. And that's to update any guys that are like only line of sight aggroed on you, because when they lose line of sight, even though you broke the chest, they're not going to remember that, and they'll like just de-aggro and you don't have the pig to trade with. If you punch a pig, pigs within 16 blocks of that pig automatically get the chest aggro like effect, I guess. That's not really an effect, but like, yeah, like yeah, so that's the main reason, is it updates the aggro level of all the other piglins within 16 blocks. And then it's also just a more optimal aggro location on housing generally than the chest. You should still break the chest, but yeah, you want to punch a pig there as well. So I don't hate not going for armor here, like sometimes you get a sword guy right behind her that can hit you. Like in this situation, you have gold ingots to just right click him with if he's there. But yeah, I don't know if you're considering that mid route or what. But yeah, if this is how you normally do the route, and yeah, sometimes you won't have gold ingots, and you'll need to get armor to reliably not take damage. I don't really know why we punch this guy. Maybe it's like just like your own tech or something. But yeah, when this whole room is empty, you didn't really look to the left of it, but it looked like it was mostly empty. You can go for the fast hole like very reliably, and if you have armor, you can go for it pretty much every time, which is like, even though you think, oh, grabbing the armor is slower because I have to open the chest if I don't have it in my inventory already, getting the fast hole gets all that time save back, like, because you're just mining so many more blocks before trades start doing this. So I don't know. I think the exact order from what I think Zyro says is you mine 3 gold blocks, give them the gold from that, then you mine 4 more and give them the gold from that, and then 3 more after that. I'm not too sure about that because I tend to never do this trading hole, so but yeah, you wait too long to give them gold here. It seems like I'm not listening to audio, but you mined like over half of the blocks you mined for this trading hole. So I'm assuming they might have run out of blocks, run out of gold rather. If you have any questions about that, I'd probably recommend pinging Zyro. He's another feedbacker. Okay, so a little thing here. It seems a little bit, well, it's not even counterintuitive. I feel like it's just correct to do this. Is I check trades really quick, hopefully get some iron 12 string, but most importantly, hopefully get some pearls. That's my phone. Forgot to put that on silent. But yeah, hopefully get pearls, some string, and iron. And what you do with that is, I mean, the iron, obviously, you make an iron axe. String, you pre-craft a bed, and then with the pearls, because going to this chest first, well, yeah, with the pearls, you go down, check this chest, go out to Pearl Hang the way you came in, because I mean, I think it was pretty obviously the best Pearl Hang exit from this bastion here. And yeah, the reason why that's better than what you do here is you walk over to this chest, loot it, and then you're gonna go back to the trading hole and pick up your trades, go out, do whatever pre-crafts you do, which is like time neutral with the pre-crafts you would do in the other, like where you do this. And then you would leave, and then you would pearl hang or whatever. The reason this is faster is, the other way is faster, is because you're, in this, you're going to the chest, back to the trading hole, and then out, and then back to the trading hole to pick up final trades. The other way, you go up, trading hole, chest, pearl hang, and then back to the trading hole. And if you think about the distance, not having to backtrack to the hole after getting the chest, means that it's gonna take less time for you to finish that pearl hang and get back to the trading hall, so you'll be back sooner. And normally in Manhunt, the limiting factor of like how long it takes is how fast you can get back to the trading hall, because you get like so many pigs normally, especially on a giant manhunt like this. I feel like I butchered that explanation, so if it didn't quite make sense, yeah, I'll try and explain it again if you want. Here, so normally just like a inventory management thing, throwing out flint and steel and using fire charges means that when you're checking trades, you'll throw out fire charges and then you'll pick up more fire charges later, so it's like you haven't actually really cleared out an inventory slot. But switching to fire charges and throwing out your flint and steel, you're not going to be picking up multiple flint and steels from trades. So it's like you throw out the flint and steel one time and then you've saved that inventory slot. And then as far as inventory management in the Bastion, you want to focus pretty much on throwing out non-stackable things. So that's like soul sand books, spare crossbows, and then throwing out stuff that you're not going to be picking up extra copies of from trade. So that's basically like blackstone bricks. You're not going to be getting more stacks of them from trades, blackstone. But it's also stuff like kelp from the overworld, magma blocks from your overworld portal, or like netherrack, just all stuff like that, you know. And then also like bone blocks from like a manhunt chest that you broke or something. No fire is pretty unlucky. Yeah, I can't tell there, but most of the time, you want to be like popping your first fire res on the Bastion leave, and then the second one like when you re-enter from your first portal. But I mean, it's just not applicable here because we don't have fire res. Yeah, not to like drill the point home, but like, I mean, we didn't even pearl hang on this Bastion, which it seemed like we had time to do so. And even if the trade's finished before you get back, it's normally just faster to pearl hang exit anyway. Like, I can explain the like reasoning behind it, but I don't want to keep like rambling on about stuff like this. If you're interested though, just message me. But like, we could have been out at 4:05, and we would be throwing the pearl that we would have pearl hang with at 4:20. So that would be like a 15. Well, even with the pearl hang, it would have time to fly like 2 seconds towards where you would be pearling to, which would be over here. So yeah, it's like a 17-second time save doing that pearl hang exit. And then yeah, even more, what would be even better here would be the Enderman pearl hang exit. Just like, it's always like, it's pretty much always correct to do it if you can. I'm not sure about this terrain decision. Like, you can definitely make this pearl as long as you're not stood on soul sand here. Like, this just doesn't look good at all. Like, as we know the fortress is further to the left, you could see it. Like, you'd probably be in the fortress by now. Oh my god. I mean, I think that was just a misclick. So I'd recommend in RSG playing dynamic render distance pretty much every fortress, unless like you have a really good reason not to, like you've got like loads of wither skies blocking off parts of the most of the fortress, so you're just forced to stay in one spot, right? That'd be a good reason not to. But apart from that, I'd say try and force it every time. Even if you don't get the strays, you don't have to, like, you can just stay at the spawner in that case. And then with this fire dodging, the reason, so it's like good instincts, right? But it's slightly wrong. You want to stand behind this block, because standing here, the blazers, their fireballs, like the way the hitbox of the fireball works, they can clip your hitbox even if you're tucked all the way in the corner here, so you're not technically safe. So you have to be stood all the way back here to do the runner crossing, like stuff on the four-way intersection blaze spawner. This is just like a little, like, really micro thing. You crit them twice and then you crit them, like you're double critting them when you only need to crit them one time. Yeah, it just, like, uses a little bit of hunger, and it's normally slower as well. I didn't mention in the Bastion, but yeah, pre-crafting a bed, pretty much you want to do it every time, especially in a RSG, because you want to play for the perch. Did we really? Oh yeah, we didn't really grab much. Wait, no, I thought we grabbed like 3 trees in the overworld. The reason I'm mentioning this is we don't have any wood to make sticks to make a bow here. Did we use all of it? Oh, we didn't make a gold pickaxe for blocks, did we? That's why. Yeah. Yeah, saving like the extra wood for a bow and stuff is generally useful. Because, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you know it, but you took crossbow, so yeah, double bedding is just easier with a bow. So let's just watch this again. This portal, yeah, because I wasn't really paying much attention. This portal is pretty good. It's like easier to place the soul sand on this block and then triple stack your obby off of it. It's just because, like, it's a bigger place to aim at than looking down. I mean, there's you want to overlap your boat angle in the port animation, or just in the nether. I haven't fully caught up on the boat angle sense tech with, like, the modulus 360 stuff, so I'm not the right person to ask about it, but because all I do is I just reset my bow tie angle by getting in the boat and out of it in the portal animation, which is, I'd recommend trying to do that if nothing else. But yeah, there's other stuff as well that can overlap the time better, because yeah, I'm not going to get too much into it. What I will say though is, here, if you're going up in this, like, in the bubble stream, you just look straight down. When you pop up above the water, you place the boat and then get into it instantly. Soul sand bubble streams don't do any damage to your boat or anything, like, and it's just going to stay on top of the water. So even though it's like rocking back and forth, it's not doing anything. It's just like purely visual. So yeah, you can just look straight down. You pop up above the water, place the boat, get in it straight away. FDC for boat angle, and then and then you do your eye measuring. It's like doing that with the, like, you know how I said, like, break the side magma block in your nether enter portal, so that when you home portal, you have that space to get out instantly. The reason why that's so good for home portal measuring is you jump out of the portal there, and then you place the soul sand, and you go straight up. You can do that boat tech where you just place it on top of the soul sand bubbles, and it doesn't break. You do your eye measuring, and then the portal is still there. it's not broken by water because you haven't used the bucket, so you can just swim straight back in the 1x1 gap above that soul sand. It's or like through a door or whatever. Like it's just really fast. Um, I mean, just like just if you can learn read timeless eye measuring, it's a little bit difficult, but it mainly consists of, I mean, yeah, you're doing it all properly. Like you wait until the eye gets up there, and your cursor is like pointing a little bit to the left of the center, and you change your settings, and then I mean, yeah, just getting more comfortable with aligning the cursor quickly, and then reading your projector, the pixel adjustments. I'd say it from my experience, it's not like too bad to get down quickly. I mean, yeah, I'm just looking slight, like it's not really like a relevant backseat for like future runs, but slight movement time save here. If you like go out the side of the water, you're gonna accelerate faster by falling downwards, and you'll like plunge further into the water, and then you'll get to this portal a little bit faster. Um, but yeah, you don't have fire res in this run, but this is where you would pop your second fire res. You would put it over your obby. You would drink or splash it, throw out the bottle, and then pick block the obby in this portal animation. That's good. Looking in the direction that your eye goes when you re-enter, so that you'll have like the spatial awareness instantly of where the optimal pearl hang would be. It's very good. Not sure what we're doing here. Is it like right here? Is it okay? We're going around this wall. I would have considered dropping down, but we'd never really got a look at this terrain, did we? Yeah, okay, it doesn't look that good. I mean, it's just like hard for me to comment much on the decision making here because I don't know how far the stronghold is. I mean, I'm not sure I like this. Like, I mean, yeah, it's whatever. What's this? It's like maybe just like a lack of spatial awareness when you're like trying to pinpoint the like exact chords of the stronghold. Okay, so I just want to look at the reaction here. So like we see we're not in a stronghold, so it's a little bit like I'm not a huge fan of doing this, but it is just optimal. Like you want to pause here, and then when you're not in stronghold, you look at your chords in relation to the into the what it says on Ninja Brain Bot, and you can like figure out where you have to go. Like if you have to go positive X, positive Z, negative X, or negative Z to like get to the actual stronghold chords, because yeah, you want to just assume that the stronghold is there and you haven't actually missed. Um, yeah, as far as like main takeaways from this, I'd say going for Enderman Pearl Hangs is really rewarding when you can do it. As far as anything at the Pearl Hang exit from the Bastion, whenever possible, it's like it's normally like a pretty big time save. I wouldn't say there was really anything major, just like a lot of the micro time save and optimizations I was pointing out. So yeah, pretty good run there. Yeah, good luck on getting a 730 stronghold hit or something. Yeah. Yeah, if you have any questions about anything I've said, just ping me in your thread and I'll respond to best I can.